welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly and in this video I will build a villain's castle with a small village down the castle with of course the new castle kit. I remember that we could choose which one we wanted to have first a while ago, and I also choose for the castle kit and the god kit, and I can't remember what the other two options were, but I'm really happy that we could get this one first because I wanted to build a castle for so long and I never started one because it's just always such a huge project. So when this kit came out, I just have to build one. I was like, now is the time to build one castle. I've only built I think 3 or 4 castles ever, and 2 of them are Hogwarts. I've made Hogwarts a long time ago, and one other time, I think 2 years ago, I rebuilt it. And I think it's really fun to see how my buildings are improved in those years. You can really see how I started with a pretty ugly Hogwarts build, but I was really proud that time. But years later, it's so much more detailed and so much better. It's really fun to see how my skills are improved in those years. And one other time I built a Disney castle. It was actually inspired by the Disney castle that is in Disneyland Paris. I've been there once and I just loved that castle. It was so pretty and I just really wanted to build it in The Sims. And that was, I think, one of my most fun projects ever. I remember that I built this in the Corona time and I was in quarantine, so I had so much time and I could finally build a castle and finish it. For me, that was one of the most fun projects ever besides Hogwarts. They are literally my favorite builds I've ever done, the 2 castles. That's why you also can see them on my channel banner. I'm just really proud of them. And then a while ago I did one tiny castle, but that was not really a big project or anything. And now I made this one, and as I said, I wanted to build a castle already for so long. And I also had an idea in my mind what kind of castle I wanted to build. It has to be a villain's castle. That was just something I really wanted to build, like dark and maybe Disney inspired by the biggest villains ever. My idea was to make this castle on like a mountain or a cliff with walls and lots of towers around it so you can come in easily. It's really a fantasy castle inspired by Disney, I guess. I feel like a Disney villain can live here. But it can also be for an evil queen or an evil king or a vampire or an evil witch or wizard, something like that. And I felt like this lot was too small for all my ideas. Always when I start building on a big lot, like this one is 50 by 40 I guess, or maybe one of the 60, 46, I don't know, 46 by 46 lots. I'm always like, how am I gonna fill up all this space? This is so big. But from the moment I start building, I'm already like, this lot is too small. I need more space. It's always like that. I always get so many ideas and more ideas, and then I feel like this lot is too small. And I also had that with this build. I started building and I was like, I wanted to build a castle, but also with a little village around it. Well, I made a village, but it's not really around this castle. That was my first idea, but there wasn't enough space for that. So it's a small village down the castle. But I think it ended up very well because I used every little corner of this lot to create this castle and village. And I'm just so happy how it turned out. Because of the lack of space for the houses and farms in this village, they are so tiny, the houses are so tiny, that I found it even more perfect for this build. Because what I had in mind is if you own the For Rent expansion pack, you can choose 2 lives on this lot. You can one be the rich villain that lives in a big castle and make just so many enemies in this village and just be mean to all the Sims that living here and coming outside of their house and just be an evil Sim in general. Or you choose the other life, which is you live in one of those cottage or farms, houses, whatever you can call it. You live there and you start with no money, just really poor, and live off-grid. And you can make money with farm life or go fishing, that kind of stuff. A little bit go back in the time, Medival time. Or your Sim can try to steal the heart of the villain and take over his castle. That's also an option. I don't know, I just thought that was maybe a fun gameplay idea. Because those houses are so small, there wasn't really space for a bathroom, or even in some of them not even a bed. So in some of the houses I placed just a couch where your sim can sleep. And some of them don't have a kitchen, they only have a fireplace. I don't know, I just thought that was maybe a fun gameplay idea. And I'm really happy that you already watched my video so far. And after the stop motion video you will find some screenshots. And after the screenshots you will find the speed build. Thank you already for watching this video so far and have fun watching the rest of it. Bye!